Hey guys, this video is going to be a little different because, as you can hopefully tell by now, I'm going to start talking in my videos, and not just the titles and the graphics and a song playing in the background. I guess I'll give you something to look at while you're listening to my riveting voice. These are going to be pictures of me through the past couple years, so I look still sort of the same. Logistical stuff right off the bat. I will be putting out a new video every Wednesday, or at least that's my plan. And I will be doing a kind of topic of the week dealy where I go over some issue. It doesn't have to be political. You know, I'm down with talking about religion or anything like that. Just no Snooki or JWoww or stuff like that. I want this to be a forum for free thought. For the first few episodes, I will be choosing topics myself, but the goal is that once I hit 100 subscribers, I will open it up to you guys. I want you guys to be a part of my videos, not just me rambling on like I am right now. Okay, on to the actual content. The first topic of choice I've decided to go with is gay rights. And let's kick this thing off. It's hard to separate religion from gay rights. It's not gay rights supporters who make this so, it's religion. Religious organizations throughout America have endorsed an anti-gay policy and activism that damages our country, from Westboro Baptist Church and their protests to the Mormon Church's endorsement of Prop 8. Christianity in America has been very vocal about homosexuality. Even obvious things, for example, only recently has sexual orientation been able to be classified as a hate crime in 2009 when Obama signed that into law. And still in many states today, including my home state of Missouri, it is not illegal to fire an employee because he or she is gay. And aside from personal religious beliefs, there are no valid reasons to deny homosexuals their rights. Religion singles out gays rather than atheists. The Bible speaks far more about the dangers of atheism and non-belief than homosexuality. Religious people see homosexuality as a disorder and a choice to live in sin, rather than personal traits or characteristics of a person. Religion defends its position so dearly because Christianity has so entrenched its belief into our laws and our governments. We now have to deal with the legal aspect of not allowing gay marriage and not just the religious aspect. It's not about religion, it's about their rights as a United States citizen and as a human being. This civil rights issue is a human rights issue. If marriage did not carry thousands of rights with it, everything from the ability to marry to pension benefits to death benefits, this would not be as big of a deal. But according to the GAO, there are over 1,400 rights denied to homosexuals just due to marriage benefits. The other side of gay rights is the social and economic viewpoint. With gays able to have their rights in other countries, why would a gay person continue to live in a persecuted society? He or she wouldn't. They would move. That would mean that intelligent gays that can contribute to our society will move to Europe and be contributing to European countries and not the U.S. Just like the Germans' persecutions during the 30s and the 40s, we got great minds that came to America, including Albert Einstein. Before blacks had their rights guaranteed, society had much harsher views and discriminations against them. You can still see this today. My grandma, who's in her 80s, has a much different viewpoint of blacks than my mother, who's in her 50s, or even me, who I'm 21. A well-educated society will end discrimination because that is how you fight ignorance. And in the words of Martin Luther King Jr., injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Some of you may not know the history America has towards gays and how they've been treated. Here are some examples of this and why we must educate and civilize people. The stabbing death of Robert Hillsborough in San Francisco on June 21st, 1977 by a man shouting "faggot." On November 27, 1978, openly gay San Francisco City Supervisor Harvey Milk, along with Mayor George Moscone, was assassinated by political rival Dan White at San Francisco City Hall. The October 7th, 1998 fatal attack on Matthew Shepard, a gay student in Laramie, Wyoming. Shepard was tortured, beaten severely, tied to a fence, and abandoned. The July 1st, 1999 murders of gay couple Gary Matson and Winfield Mauter. Benjamin Williams, one of the murderers, claimed that he was killing the couple. By killing the couple, he was obeying the laws of the Creator. The murder of U.S. Army Private First Class Barry Winchell on July 6, 1999 at Fort Campbell, Kentucky by fellow soldier Calvin Glover. Winchell was beaten to death with a baseball bat after rumors spread on base of his relationship with the transgendered author Calpurnia Adams. The September 1999 murder of Steen Finrich. His dismembered remains were found in March 2001, with the phrase "Gay Nigger Number 1" scrawled across his skull, along with his social security number. On July 22, 2004, Scotty Joe Weaver from Alabama. He was beaten, strangled, and stabbed numerous times, partially decapitated, and his body was doused in gasoline and set on fire. On December 12, 2008, in Richmond, California, a 28-year-old lesbian was kidnapped and gang-raped by 4 men who made homophobic remarks during the attack. On June 30, 2009, Seaman August Provost was found shot to death and his body burned at his guard post at Camp Pendleton. Military sources initially said that Provost's death was a hate crime. Provost had been harassed because of his sexual orientation. Military leaders have since explained that the military's don't ask, don't tell policy prevented Provost from seeking help. It's not enough anymore to sit idly by and wait for things to change. Don't ask, don't tell will now be a dead issue for years. We need to stand in a firm way. These people bring violence to us. I'm not saying we should bring violence to them, but how did the colonists free themselves of oppression? Again, I'm not saying you should be violent, but be loud, yell, scream, shout, make some noise for Christ's sake. As Davis Fleetwood, a YouTuber who I've subscribed to, has said before, in the 5-year period between 1963 and 1968, JFK, Robert F. Kennedy, Malcolm X, and Martin Luther King Jr. were all murdered. The results of those 4 leaders being killed in such a short amount of time is that Americans collectively put their tail between their legs, their heads down, and did what they were told. I don't care if other people stand up. That's their prerogative. But I know that I will, and every chance I get, I'm going to yell and scream for the rights of all people to be upheld. My name is Mark, and I'm here to recruit you.